testing every component. So you have hedge funds testing the stable coins, and they're shorting every component in the ecosystem. And if they find something and they can break it, they'll break it. Most people are against Bitcoin before they're for Bitcoin. And if you've only had a few minutes or a few hours to think about it, your reflexive reaction is this is scary or dangerous or uncertain. Now, in 2013, there was a lot more uncertainty about how Bitcoin would fare versus 8 years later or 9 years later. So I think the time helps you get more comfortable with this, both time in the market. Bitcoin's moved from an asset that was worth nothing 10 years ago to an asset worth hundreds of billions of dollars. So that helps. But I think that the average person needs to spend about 100 hours in order to understand what Bitcoin is and get comfortable with it. The key with these things is you have to be able to last through the 4-year cycles. So when you lay out your strategy, if you can't last for 4 days or 4 weeks, right, then you're a speculator or a gambler. But when you're looking out 5 years in advance and you think about the volatility, then it's an investment strategy. When you're in a chaotic macroeconomic environment like we're living through, where you have a massive expansion in the money supply and then a massive contraction in the money supply, and people are being tossed and turned by uncertainty, then the best strategy to maintain your sanity as an investor is you focus on a basket of high quality property, scarce desirable property that you think that affluent, intelligent investors will want to buy from you in a decade. And of course, we happen to think that Bitcoin is the highest quality, scarce desirable property. And then once you've figured out what that thing is you're going to acquire, then you just keep acquiring it as you have free cash flow. If you try to time the market, you're going to be very frustrated. But if you look out over 4 years or 6 years or 8 years, then simply acquiring high quality property with free cash flow is generally a really good investment strategy, and it's good inflation hedging strategy versus just sitting on cash. We think that the highest quality, best asset in the world is Bitcoin. Everything else in the world is inferior to Bitcoin. So if you gave me $1 million and said, what do you want to buy? I don't want to buy a sports team. I don't want to buy a building. I don't want to buy a company. I don't want to buy an NFT. All I want to buy is Bitcoin. We told everyone our strategy is we run our enterprise software company and we sell business intelligence to the world. And then Bitcoin is our treasury reserve asset. So
hey guys, how you doing? We're going to get started in about 7 minutes. I'm playing a little bit of Michael Saylor.
The industry has a lot of confusion right now. The industry's had a lot of creativity, and people like creativity when they're getting rich, but they're not such a big fan of that when it leads to confusion and chaos and they're getting wrecked. So as you look out over the next 4 years, I think that the market's looking for order, and it wants to emerge from the confusion. And until it gets that order, the free market's testing every component. So you have hedge funds testing the stable coins, and they're shorting every component in the ecosystem. And if they find something and they can break it, they'll break it. Look at the cryptocurrency market, what we call crypto. It really, first of all, they're not currencies. Second of all, they're all different. So Bitcoin is a crypto property, and it's a crypto commodity. And a commodity is something that is issued in a fair fashion without an issuer. And so there's only a handful of cryptocurrencies that might be deemed as crypto commodities, and Bitcoin is 100 times bigger and more stable than any of the other possible crypto commodities. Sometimes people think something like UST is a currency, but UST was an unregistered security, not a currency. If you have a currency, the question is, are you fully backed by collateral, and can you redeem the currency one for one in a crisis? And we're finding that out right now. When people tried to redeem UST, it crashed and burned. They're redeeming Tether aggressively. That's the front page story in the Wall Street Journal today. If Tether is able to redeem billions of dollars worth of Tether, then it will survive. And if it can't, then it will crash. you have to understand, is it a commodity? And most aren't. 99.
He's dropping some serious knowledge.
Is it a currency? If it's a currency, is it fully collateralized or not? And how collateralized is it? And there are multiple degrees of that. Is it a security? Most cryptos are securities, but they're unregistered securities, which means there's no full and fair disclosure. So if you're buying a security, like Luna was a security, it could be backed by a nickel of assets for every dollar trading. It could be backed by a penny of assets. It could be not backed at all. There's other cryptos that are tokens, but what's the definition of a token legally? That has not been decided yet. So the marketplace is struggling to define currencies, securities, tokens, commodities. What's an exchange? What's a crypto bank? What is allowed? What is not allowed? So the only thing that's clear is there's going to be a 99% failure rate amongst the 20,000 tokens. And the safe haven, most certain thing in the crypto universe is Bitcoin, because it was issued in a fair launch without a pre-mine, without an ICO. The founder never benefited. Satoshi's disappeared. It's truly decentralized. It's a commodity. It doesn't have an issuer, and it meets one very straightforward use case, which is store of value. And there's no regulatory ambiguity about whether it's legal or ethical for you to hold $1 million or $1 billion of Bitcoin for the next decade as a store of value. Everything else in the crypto ecosystem is uncertain, and there's a huge amount of regulatory overhang. And we're going to have to wait for some number of years before we get the guidance necessary to understand what you can do and how you can do it and who can do it. It's just natural. The regulators are going to regulate assets based upon the way that they're used, and there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, the only way the industry can grow by a factor of 100 is for the currencies to be treated as currencies, and for the securities to be treated as securities, and for the commodities to be treated as commodities. We're going to see guidance and support from the IRS, the SEC, the CFTC, FASB, OCC, and FDIC. And so that's an important part of the industry growing up. I think that you're going to see broader scale adoption on the layer one of Bitcoin as a store of value.
We have 2 minutes.
Larger institutions, investors, companies, and a lot more retail investors. I think that you're seeing innovation on the layer 2, which is Lightning, and the layer 3, which is the application layer, like a cash app. You're seeing innovations there in the transactional area or medium of exchange area, because you can move transactions 1 million times quicker and cheaper on a layer 2 and a layer 3. That's an important area to keep your eye on over the next 4 years. And then I think if you look at the entire Bitcoin economy, layer 4 is derivatives, like MicroStrategy stock is a derivative and GBTC is a derivative. I think layer 5 is product. So when you build Bitcoin into a hardware device, a smartphone or a hardware wallet or any other device, that's very interesting. And then layer 6 is services, like building Bitcoin into an insurance product or building it into some other yield product or the like. So it's all of these things are all part of the maturing of the industry, and they keep it exciting.
Guys, I just want to say that Michael Saylor is by far one of the deepest thoughts of crypto. He spent over $1.5 billion in the crypto. Before we get into this, let me go ahead and get our song out. Appreciate you guys getting on early. We are ready to get started, so enjoy the song. And for all the Facebook and all that stuff out there, YouTube, Facebook, I do own the songs. I do own the rights to this song. This is my song, okay? So let's get to it, guys. Appreciate you stopping in. Let's make this a reality. You guys, let's do it. Here we go.
Cryptocurrency, 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 changing how the world does business. Ask MLS system how to get in on this. Send money around the world almost free. We don't need a bank's permission, you see. Tell your friends about MLS system. Here to raise our financial wisdom.
Spreading like a wildfire all over the world. Don't get left out, learn what it's all about. From just pennies to thousands of dollars, Bitcoin grew a worldwide currency. Only a few knew well. MLS system is making it happen. Open your account and get tapped in. Digital currency is an emerging technology, a way to up your financial psychology. It's money you can spend. Let it grow exponentially before you dip in. It's called cryptocurrency. 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 Changing how the world does business. Just make sure you get in on this. Sending money around the world almost free. We don't need a bank's permission, you see. Tell your friends about MLS system. Here to raise our financial wisdom. Countries around the world are jumping in, creating ways to ride the trend. Businesses lining up to accept Bitcoin. Soon every store will join. Call MLS system to get your coins. Get in the mix, learn the tricks. Bitcoins are facing a dime, 20 to 1. Call MLS system to have some fun. Cryptocurrency, changing how the world does business.
Okay, guys. Well, first thing I want to say is welcome, everyone. Let's do a little bit of roll call. Appreciate you, Josephine. What's going on, Lady Joe in the house? Nisi Nee, how you doing, Nisi Nee? Shanice, glad to see you here. Miss Jeannie Moore, looking at it, good and good, making things happen. Stephanie Cooper, way out there. We got folks on YouTube that's out there. Appreciate you guys stepping in and making things happen. Today is a very important call today, guys, because of what's going on. Let me stop sharing this for a moment, and I want you to see my charts here. So we're going to go ahead and share our charts. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're going to share our screen here and let you see what's really happening. Okay, let's do this. Let's go ahead and get you on our screen. And so I got my screen up, and this is what we call an MT5 platform. This is our trade screen for all the folks out there. We're talking about trading. We're going to talk a little bit about crypto. We're going to talk about the state. This is the MLS State of the Union. So what's really happening with MLS rotating hands? We're about to launch. We one of the oldest. I'm very proud to say this. We are one of the oldest Bitcoin communities on the internet today. We've been around since 2016. It's now 2022. We started it in 2016. We started MLS in 2014, and we still here thriving and making things happen. There's a lot of people came and went, but we still here, and we still teaching about the power of trading in the markets, the power of crypto, the power of financial strategies, the power of credit, the power of infinite banking system. We put it all in one group, right? I'm not big as a lot of people on that's out there, but we have our own club, and the members benefit from the club as other people sign up to join the club. Pretty much in a bag, right? So let's talk about it. First, we're going to talk about tonight is going to look at crypto, and we're going to look at and see what's going on. Now, everything I'm sharing with you tonight, this is a live charts. These are live. These are not snapshots. It's nothing. Everything I'm sharing with you is live. These are my real trades I got on right now, and I trade everything. Well, let me say it this way. I don't trade binary. There's a reason I don't trade binary, because there's a restriction on the amount of time that you can put in, but we trade everything. So let's start over here to the top right corner. That is the euro dollar. That's the Forex market. We trade down here at the bottom of it. That's crypto. That's XRP. Below that, that's Dogecoin. But right to the left of that, that's gold. Okay, that is gold. That's physical gold. I just put that trade on. Physical gold. I'm trading it short right here, and I'm trading it up on down here. So I'm actually making money in both directions. Okay. Here is oil. We call it WTI oil or New York oil. I'm trading it down and I'm trading it up. I'm making money in both directions. Here's the spiders. In other words, the indices, right? We got the spiders and we got the Dow right on each other. Okay. To the left of that, we got Bitcoin and Ethereum. I traded down and I traded up. So let's go look at Bitcoin real quick. Let's look at the price point, what it is now. It's $20,200. It was as low as 17,000. Let's bring it to a 4-hour chart. You can see it was down here around 17,000. We came up, we got a stable, became stable. This is in our trades, right? These are all the trades that I have on, making money in all these different areas, up and down. Okay. And we're looking for, not yet, it's not ready yet, but we're looking for a bottom in Bitcoin before it starts to take off. And when we do, we're going to really maximize it. But here's the question to you. Is it possible to start receiving free Bitcoin within the MLS system? The answer is yes. Is it possible to start receiving free Bitcoin in our system? The answer is yes. That's what we do inside of MLS Bitcoin Club. Okay. So besides all this education that you're going to be receiving, right? All this education that we got going on over here, we have ways for you to get Bitcoin for free, as well as trade it, as well as create cash flow from it, right? And we have multiple ways of doing it. Okay. We trade on an we'll put it this way, MT5 platform, and people trade on an MT4 platform. We teach you both ways how to do it within our back office. Okay. So Bitcoin is coming off the low print, right? It's not really trying to break out through these high prints. We're below these 200 period moving averages. There's no big deal. We're just waiting for something to happen. These are price levels, and we're making money. Well, crypto, we're making Bitcoin going down and going up. Okay. Just letting you know what we're doing. All right. So enough about that. So what is the state of Bitcoin right now, cryptocurrency? What's really happening? When you look at what's going on with all these different cryptocurrencies, most of them, this is what they call a daily chart. Most of them are in the top left going down to the bottom right. What does that mean? They are in a downtrend, a very hard downtrend. Does that mean that the opportunity is not there to start stepping in and getting ready to acquire some positions? That answer is yes. It could be time. I can't say what I recommend you do, because I can't recommend any stocks. But what I'm doing right now, I'm waiting for a retest. What I'm looking for, a retest on the bottom print, or I'm looking for a breakthrough of the bottom print and then start coming back up violently to give me a massive bottom tail. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. So either we're going to go back and retest the print that it is now, or we're going to make a very steep bottom print. It's going to pull back up. And then I think that would be the bottom, and looking to take it back in. Right now, you can acquire a little bit, right? I'm acquiring a little bit, but I don't know if that's the bottom. I don't know if we at the bottom right now. I have no idea we at the bottom. But I'm looking at acquiring a little bit, and I say acquire, it means I'm going to get it and hold. I'm not going to get it and sell. I'm not getting it to sell it. I'm getting to hold. Even if it drops a little bit more, I'm fine with that, right? So I'm looking at some of these coins. I am looking at Dogecoin, XRP. I'm looking at Bitcoin, Ethereum. Right now, when you go to what we call Coin Market Cap, I want to go to Coin Market Cap, or you can go to Binance, other places like that. But I'm gonna go to CoinMarketCap. Now, the reason I'm going to CoinMarketCap is a simple reason, because they've been putting crypto in these categories now. Okay. Now, what do you mean they putting crypto in categories? Well, you got blue chips, like they do the stock market, right? They got small chips, blue chips, big, in other words, the main characters of crypto. And then you have the smaller accounts of crypto. Okay. So let me give you an example. Bitcoin is considered a blue chip because it's the oldest, right? Bitcoin, I will put in this category, and that's the category is not defined. Some folks are defining the category. I'm going to say it this way. The oldest accounts that have been around for the longest, I believe those should be the blue chips. Let me give you an example. Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, XMR, Ethereum, Litecoin. These coins been around from almost the beginning. They've been here, been rocking out. They've been stable. They've been strong. Dash, right? Dash been around. Zcash has been around, right? These coins been around for years, okay? Now, some of these coins have taken over these positions because of the market cap. Now, if you look at the market cap, I'm going to give you an example of what's really happening with crypto, okay? So here is the market cap. Let's go back to the very top first. Let's do this, because we want to learn a little bit tonight, so you get a good idea what's really happening, okay? The market cap of crypto, I'm talking about the entire chain of crypto, okay, was about $2 trillion. So really now is about $909 billion. That means 1.1 trillion dollars came out of crypto. It's gone. Where did it go? I don't know, but it's gone. Okay, 1.1 trillion is out of here. Now, Bitcoin had gotten to the range of 1.2, 1.3 trillion dollars on its own. And then all the other cryptos made up the other trillion dollars. Okay. But guess what? That's all gone. So how much is Bitcoin right now? Well, the market cap in Bitcoin right now is only $387 billion. That means about $600 to $700 billion is gone out of Bitcoin. But Bitcoin is still the top tier network of the entire marketplace. Okay, what's number two? It's always been number two, Ethereum, $138 billion. Right now, look at the next challenger, which I don't even count what they call the stable coins. The stable coins are the coins that are dollar for dollar. Okay, USDT. Now, if you got on the call a little bit earlier, you heard Michael Saylor was talking about UST, not USDT, UST. And what happened, UST was debuckled. It fell apart. That's supposed to be a coin backed by Luna, which fell apart. So now that coin is not safe. It's gone. They're trying to come out with what they call Lunar 2. I highly recommend not to get that, right? Because if the first one blew up and everybody lost all their money in that coin, the same people are trying to launch it again with Lunar 2, which is, to me, that's stupidity. To put faith in a project that you lost all this money, and then you're trying to put it back out so people can go back in it again. I think that's ludicrous. I don't know, but that's just my opinion. Okay, so these stable coins, USDT, USDC, these are the two top tier stable coins. Then you have Binance coin is here. Then Binance has their own US coin, which is this one, BUSD. Then you also have what they call Gemini USD. There's a whole lot of coins out there, so-called stable coins, to put your money in. The oldest coin and the most widely used coin out there for stable coins is UST. The second one is USDC. So USDT is the first one, called Tether. And he was mentioning that if Tether debuckles, then that's going to be billions of dollars coming out of the network. See right here, that's $65 billion that will come out of the network if this coin, stable coin, debuckles. Okay, USDC has got 55 billion. So you can see these are the two top stable coins right there. All right, now the exchanges are some very good exchanges out there, like Binance. But there's a major problem going on right now for the folks that are staking your coins. Here's the danger of staking your coins on an exchange. So you hear these companies called Celsius, which I do have Celsius, right? You got Celsius, you got Nexo, you got BlockFi, you have Crypto.com, you have FTX, you have Qcoin, you have Uphold, you have Ramp. You got all these different companies out there with these exchanges. And these people have been staking the coins, but in this pullback that we just recently had, they are now stopping you from pulling your coins, your money out. Not all of them, but a lot of them they had to revamp what they're doing. Here's the danger of this tragedy going on right now. So if you got crypto that you're staking, and all of a sudden you get this email says, well, you can't do no more withdrawals of your crypto. Now you got the message late, which will always happen. So let's say you got $1 million, and some of you, so why ain't nobody got no $1 million in there? You'd be surprised. People have millions of dollars in these companies, and they are receiving pennies to the dollar on these companies because of this so-called interest that you are receiving. What good is interest that you are receiving that you cannot even pull out your own money, your own coins? That's all make-believe then, right? That's make-believe. That means if you got $1 million in there and it's so-called safe, you think it's safe, but all of a sudden they got to make a decision. Are they going to file bankruptcy while your stuff and it's locked down right now? Nothing you can do to pull your coins out. It's locked in. It's nothing you can do. Done. Celsius sent a letter out. Done. Nexo, done. Right? BlockFi, done. What are you going to do? How are you going to get your funds? You can't. It's locked in. And guess who the last person to figure it out is you. Your coins, tokens should not remain on the exchanges. It should always flow back to your private wallet, right? In other words, your Trezor, the treasure, your what they call your what's all these different ones out there. Your I forgot the different names of them, but the Trezor is one, Lend is one. They got these ones that is now like over the air. These are all wallets that you should have control of in your own account. If you don't have a Trezor in your personal space, then if you leaving all your money to Coinbase, never. Coinbase is another one that's just dangerous as hell. Been there for years. They've been exposed to so many people, and they still talking about they're the safest place for your crypto. That's a damn lie. The damn lie. Okay? And I've been on the internet saying that for years because so many of my members lost crypto right out of Coinbase. Blocking your accounts out, closing your accounts for no reason. No apparent reason. Just close your account. Right? This has been going on for years, guys. They got somebody was on CNBC, lost 17 Bitcoin, was on CNBC, 17 Bitcoin. At that time, it was close to almost $1 million. Okay, now think about that. They had to fight, and the most they gave them back was $500. They take no responsibility. Guys, I promise you, the safe place for your crypto is on your hardware wallet, not with these exchanges. Even me trading, I move once I do my trades, and I take off half, and I move it back into my Trezor wallet. I move it back. Don't leave it there. Do not leave your crypto on these wallets. It's just a danger. It's a danger, real wallet. It's in danger for all you lost in space people that know what I'm talking about. All right, XRP. Let's talk about XRP real quick. They've been in court for almost 2 years now, right? Now, if they win this case, if they win this case, XRP can literally jump to $100 a coin, $100 a token. What is XRP? XRP is what they call a banking type of coin or token for the banks. They do SWIFT. They can do SWIFT accounts. Right now, they got a thing called SWIFT, SWIFT. When you do a wire, when a wire goes out, then what that means is one bank is transmitting to another bank, and they got 3 to 5 days to collect their funds. But everything is digital, right? So XRP is digital. It's on the blockchain. It can make that process happen in seconds instead of 3 to 5 days. And the banks want it. A lot of banks, they want this. They want this technology. The courts are holding it up, okay? And that's the U.S. courts. I don't know about other places, but the U.S. courts are holding. They've been in court, talking about this case for years. It's Ripple, and it's XRP. Ripple is the company. XRP is a token. Okay, so they're talking about, is this a commodity or is this a security? And so they're going through that whole process, right? The court's going to do what they're going to do. Michael Sell was talking a little bit about that in the pre-call before we got here. Now, these other coins, Cardano, ADA, Solana, Dogecoin, all this stuff came down hard. Okay, as I explained, here is Dogecoin right here. Okay, Dogecoin, Doggy Coin, Tesla was talking about it, right? The guys running Tesla, right? You're talking about Mr. Elon Musk, right? He's talking about he's still going to support this coin. Right now it's at 6 cents. It was low at 4 cents, was a buying opportunity. 6 cents could be a buy. We don't know. It could go further down. That is true. It could go down to be less than a penny. Absolutely. It can go down, way down. It may turn back around and start going back up. Well, if it does, you can get a little bit down there, $50. It drops down to 4 cents, 3 cents, 2 cents, $50 worth, right? $100 worth. See what happens. It could be a possibility that it could double. So let me give you an example. Some people will still I'll take $1,000. It goes to 2 cents. They put $1,000 on it. We don't know what's going to go up though. But if it goes up to 4 cents, from 2 cents to 4 cents, you just made a double. You just made $1,000. Some people do 10,000 because these people got big banks. So 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, $100,000 move on a 2 cent Dogecoin has no real purpose. It was a gag, and all of a sudden it goes up to 4 cents and they double their money. Is that possible? Absolutely, it's possible. It was the high print on Dogecoin. It was 77 cents. It was 77 cents last year, right? 77 cents. And the power in that, if you took profit, this says 74, 75, right? If you took profit, some exchanges at 77, this one has it at 75. Doesn't matter. The point is, people got in at 6 cents and went all the way to 75 cents, and they never took profit. One thing that I got to teach you guys is that you have to learn to take profit. You must learn to take profit. There's nothing wrong with taking profit. Some of you are like a deer in the headlights. Oh, I bought it, but I don't know how to sell it. Part of your education is, if you're in the crypto space, part of your education is, I must learn how to buy, but more importantly, I must learn how to sell. I must learn how to get my money out of the markets. And that just a simple exchange. Say, hey, you know what? I have some Dogecoin, and I want to convert my profit or convert these coins. Let's say I made $15,000, $20,000, right? Which I did. Well, then how do you convert it? Move it back. I can convert it into what they call a stable coin, USDT, or I can convert it and purchase Bitcoin with it, right? Or Ethereum with it, or Litecoin with it, or just put it in a stable coin. Do I look at big profits, and do I take profits off and put it in stable coins? The answer is yes. I'm ready for an opportunity. So when the coins go into a stable coin, that's like having a merchant account. Let's not a merchant account, sorry. Let's say you got a stock account, right? You got a 401k, a self-directed 401k. We teach you how to set up your own solo 401k plan, right? So let's say you got a self-directed 401k, you have a Roth component 401k, and all of a sudden you got a money market account. The market is going down. Well, what market are you talking about, Wall Street? Let's look at it. Let's look at the S&P. The people are scared as hell right now on the S&P. It came all the way back down to this level. This level was at we was at 2020, December of 2020. December of 2020. Okay. Now we at February of 2021. So all this profit that was up here for a year and a half, all this profit that you see is now gone. It is gone. So the 401ks are feeling it. They are feeling it. People do not want to see their portfolios. They are losing hundreds of thousands of dollars in their portfolio. And the advice that most of them are getting is don't panic. Just go ahead and keep buying. Buy on the way down. Well, they bought here, and then they bought here, and they bought here, and they bought here. But is it over? Could it break through this level and go down to 3,400? It could. And that loss somewhere around here is going to be October of 2020. Wow. And it still can go lower. So what is the point that I'm making? You got to learn to pull your money and convert it back to what? Convert it back to a money market account. You don't have to take all these losses. People think, well, the market's going down, I'm just going to keep it on there. No, you can pull out and turn it into a money market account. Convert it into cash. Convert it into cash. Cash is safe. If you are not comfortable going short, if you're not comfortable going to the downside, selling short, then get out. Go to the money market account. But when do I jump back in? That's part of your training. You learn to get back in. Where? At certain key points. For example, off this line right here. Goes a little bit further, you can tag in right here. And then you wait. If it keeps going down, you don't buy no more. You just wait. You just relax. Just wait until it figures where it's going to go. And then when it starts to come back up and then it gets back above these green lines, now you're ready to go in. See, the point is you don't have to be the first one to go in. But a lot of people think they do. I'm going to catch the bottom. And how far is the bottom? Where's the bottom at? Hell, I don't know. You ask somebody on TV, where's the bottom at? Hell, they don't know. You ask a person been trading for 50 years, where's the bottom at? Hell, I don't know. No one knows where the bottom is. No one does. We all are speculators. Every person you see on TV is a speculator. But the software said buy now. That software is a bunch of crap. No one knows. Oh, this algorithm is all it is. No, it's not. There's so many people had algorithms that it's not. It's not that it's not. Okay? So don't believe in software. Don't believe in that. You let your eyes show you the price point. You don't have to be the first one in. Because if it's going to go, then you could be in that trade for the next 2 years, 3 years with profits with one single trade. Okay? Enough about that. Let's keep moving. Enough about that. So we're going to go back to the cryptocurrency here. And I want you to understand something. There's 20,000 of these coins. 20,000. You think that we're going to, by the end of the year, we might, I truly believe we'll be at 24,000 coins by the end of the year. And you think all those coins are going to survive? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Some people are creating coins every single day. Every single day, there's a brand new 2 to 3 brand new companies coming out. And some of these are just putting things together. There is no real project. And they're looking for you to put money in it so you can jump in real quick and then try to pull some out, right? That's what everybody's looking for. But if you're looking for a stable system that can get out of the stock market, guaranteed funds, right? Guaranteed funds, then you got to look at something different. So Wall Street, what are you talking about? So now we're going to talk about insurance. We're going to talk about insurance right now, okay? So let's talk about this. And I want you to understand what I'm about to give you. This whole process about protection is what you got to understand. And I'm saying protection, okay? It's called the infinite banking, right? Become your own banker, made famous by Mr. Nelson Nash, all right? I'm just going to give you some examples of what I do, okay, with my own policy, okay? So the 5 pillars to wealth. So we teach you about the 5 pillars of wealth. I've been quoting this thing for years, okay? So create cash flow. From what? How do you create the cash flow? From at least 3 to 5 sources, okay? So I need an asset that's going to create the cash flow. I got to have a system to create the cash flow. MLS Bitcoin Club, we do that. And the master leverage system, we do that, right? We got our own ways of doing it. So we got cash, going to convert it into debt. Some of that debt is good debt, is going to create some more assets that's going to give you some more cash flow. We must use debt to create asset, unless you're going to use all your own money. Now, some of your philosophies is, I'm going to use my own money. Then that process to get financially free is going to take a whole lot longer. And all the risk is on you. What is the benefit of bankruptcy? Donald Trump filed bankruptcy. Delta Airlines filed bankruptcy twice. One of those times I was in a stock and they filed bankruptcy. I lost all my shares to the stock. They opened it right back up with the same stock symbol. Did I get my shares back? No, they did not. Okay, they do it all the time. So bankruptcy is a way, for a legal way, for you to get rid of all your debts and reorganize and and start moving again. Right? That's what happens. That's what bankruptcy does. Right? So we got to create the cash, use the good debt. What's good debt? Credit cards. Man, credit cards is bad debt. I've been taught credit cards is bad debt. You've been taught wrong. Literally been taught wrong, right? Use the asset from the credit card to create some more assets that will give you the more cash. What is the debt that's going to give you the cash? The credit cards, loans, credit cards, your credit score. Your credit score plays a big role in this first create the cash flow. It is one of the major components of this right here, because you can build up credit, you can build up cash flow so much faster when you have the credit. Number 2, acquire precious metals, Bitcoin, crypto, and gold, silver, platinum, palladium. You know, one time gold and platinum was equal. Then platinum was more expensive than gold. Now, platinum is hundreds of dollars less than gold. And gold has not risen in 5 years. It's never broke $2,100. Okay? I can show you that on the chart. No worries. All right. Then we got the infinite banking. So wait a minute. What's this infinite banking? Well, this is what we're going to talk about right now. Infinite banking. The other one is learn how to trade. I just showed you that. Then the last one is acquire real estate, not just single family homes. We're going to do what major things is going out there, right? So let's talk about infinite banking. So let's do it. So here's a traditional policy. Whose policy is this that you're showing, Wall Street? That's my policy. That's my policy. That's a policy I had to get rid of because I didn't understand insurance. So let me break it down for you. So my agreement was I'm going to put in $23,000 a year. It's about $2,000 a month, right? $23,000 a year. And in my first year, my total cash value was 0. Don't look at this number. This column means surrender value. That means I'm going to turn in my policy. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to build the cash flow from my policy. So it's 0. Okay. Second year go in. I put another $23,000, $46,000 total went in. How much available cash? Officially $2,000, or now say 0. Okay. That's a non-guaranteed dividend of $2,000. In other words, it's still 0. It could be 0. Okay. All right. Next year go in, 23 more thousand went in. That's 3 years going in. That's 69,000 went in. And I finally got $2,361. That is the wrong type of policy. Dave Ramsey talks about it real bad. Susie Orman, that's the worst investment you can do is a policy, life insurance policy. You should just get term insurance and invest the difference. I agree with him. If your policies look like this, then I definitely agree with them. But let me show you what a policy is supposed to look like. Can I do that? Can I share this with you? This is called the infinite banking concept. This is when you find the right insurance agent, who most of them don't know how to do this, right? And I'm an insurance agent, and I had to learn how to do this myself. And so what happens is, this is a policy for a young female, 25 years old, going to put in $20,000 a year. The actual premium for that policy is only $2,100. So I want you to listen. The total cost to the insurance company is $2,100 that they must send in every single year. Is $2,100. But they can throw in as an option in a high cash value asset, life insurance, of $20,000. In the first year, that person would have had $17,538 that they can use. Do they have to wait before they start using the money to put into this policy? The answer is no. If they only put in $5,000, can they borrow from the $5,000? Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm going to show you a real example. So in year 2, now look at the number, $17,000. If they put the whole 20 in, $17,000 is available. Year 2, they put another 20,000 in, but the whole 20 shows up. So where did the $2,000 go in for the premium? Who paid that? Because the whole 20 is showing up right here. Guess what? They got a dividend. The dividend payment came in, and they used the dividend to pay for the insurance. Whoa, wait a minute, Wall Street, wait a minute. If I only paid for the first year, then who paid for the second year? You still did, but they gave you the funds to do it. Well, another 20 went in. 20 plus 37 is 57. This is 58. So a little bit more money came in. So wait a minute. So that's 58,000. But the $2,000 for the next year didn't come out. That's because the dividend keeps growing. As this number keeps going up, it's called the PUA. As the PUA keeps going up higher and higher and higher, every year on your anniversary, you get so much more money. Every year. If they paid a dividend, which they have not missed a dividend in over 100 years, even during the Great Depression. There's no stock risk. There's no stock risk. There's no taxes being paid if you run this policy the right way. They say taxes are deferred. Well, that's true. Not deferred. They say deferred, but it's not deferred because you're taking loans out. You don't pay taxes on loans. If you follow everything we're teaching you to do, you're going to be fine. So in 5 years, this 25-year-old is going to turn 29. They got $100,000 of cash flow that they can borrow from. If they want to take $25,000 out to go buy a house, can they do it? Can they go pay off a cheap house, but they can still go pay it off? Can they go buy their car with the policy? Absolutely. And then they pay back the money back to the loan from this money. They put the loan back. The loan does not come from this money. The loan does not come from your money that you put in the seed. It does not come from there. It actually gets a loan from the insurance company. We're going to break that down. Okay. That's one policy. Let's look at another policy. Can I show you another policy? Here's one for $50K, $5,000 going in per year. They can throw as much in year one, $50K. If they did, they would have $43,000. There's $7,000 missing. They went for the fees, right? Then year two, 50,000 goes in. 50 plus the 43 is 93. They got 94,000. The whole 50 went in. Well, guess what? The same scenario is going on. Who's paying the $5,000? They're giving you the dividend. Say, wait a minute. So I'm just building up this policy, making money, and in year three, I got 146,000 if you want to put it in. But wait a minute, you got catch up. Let's say, for example, in your first year, you didn't put in 50,000. You only did 20. No worries. Don't worry about it. What happens next year, they're going to allow you to throw in the other 30,000 plus this year, the 50K. It's called catch up. They'll allow you to catch up. Every insurance company don't do that. They don't do that. Entrepreneurs, you out there, entrepreneurs, you want to have a policy that's going to allow you to dump money in anytime you get ready. Every insurance company don't allow you to do that, right? They do not allow you to do that. You got to have the right policy. You got to set this up the right way. Let's go to another one. Wow, here's a female, right? This is a policy that I have. I'm going to show you my policy in a second. Here's a 100K policy. Female, 46 years old. They're going to, the total cost is going to be about $10,000, maybe $12,000 total. They come in, they dump in 100K. What's available in their first year? $87,000. $87,000. That's about 88% that's available, right? That's there for cash. Use it. Okay, cool. Well, guess what? They take the 100,000 next year, put the whole 100,000 in. It's now 189,000. So how's it going up? Who paid the dividend? The whole 100 went in, plus $2,000 that was added. Well, the dividend's going up. They paying them the dividend. Can you use this money for anything? Anything you want. The money goes back into your checking account. You can do whatever you want. Houses, cars, investments, assets. This is an asset. This is a contract between you and the insurance company. You have first rights to the funds. You have first rights to the funds. This person, if they die, that's $2.5 million. Okay, wait a minute. Let's look at mine. This is my personal policy. My personal policy. Okay, my name is up top. There I am, 59 years old. My birthday is in what? 20 more days, right? I turned 61. Okay. This policy is only 2 years old for me, going on the third year right now. What did I do? 86,000. I put 100. I didn't even put 100K in my first year. I didn't. I'm going to show you real examples what I put in. But if I did put 100K in, $86,000 available for me. It's a little bit different from the female, right? 86,000 here. 100,000 went in second year. Nope, I didn't put 100,000 in the second year. They allowed me to catch up though. And guess what? There's 187,000 in there. Wow. Can I use that money for anything? I'm going to show you. And this policy, I'm only paying into the policy for 5 years. 5 years. I'm sorry, 7 years. 7 years. 7 years. Right? That's about $745,000. Total going in was basically 600 plus 70, 670,000 right here. 670,000. Total money going in. You say, Wall Street, how you putting that much money in? I'm going to show you. I'm going to teach you a little bit, right? You think you got to get a job to do that. No, you do not. Your credit, I told you about your credit is everything. Your credit is everything. Let's look at it. I'm dumping the money in, okay? Can I use this money for anything I want? Absolutely. Buy a house, cars, pay out. You use money for helping you do this, helping you do that, find more assets, Cash flow going to an asset. Use the asset to create more cash flow. Every anniversary, I get the cash flow. Every anniversary, I get the cash flow. Every anniversary, I get the cash flow. Did you hear me? Every anniversary. Let's look. Let's dig. Here we go. I'm about to dig in right now. Here we go. When I first kicked it off, I had $30 in my cash value. Man, you tripping. $30. That's a month. I was paying a month, $1,044.54 a month, March the 11th. That was my next month. I started on February 11th, which is my anniversary. What happens on my anniversary? A dividend payment. Come back. Wow. Wait a minute. What the hell just happened? It went from $30 to what? To $96,000. Say, wait a minute. This is in April because it says I'm good till this month. So in this month here is April the 11th, right? Somewhere in that range. After April 11th, I had $96,000 in it. I didn't even have $100,000 in it yet. But wait a minute. I took out loans, not one loan, multiple loans that add up to $90,000. Remember, I'm not paying taxes on loans. I'm using the money as I see fit to do what I need to do. I'm using the money as I see fit to do what I need to do. Now, that's $90,000. So wait a minute, that's a damn job for some people. That's better income than you doing at your job. For some people. I get it. Let's go to the next one. So wait a minute. This is sometime again in April because it's not May 11th yet. So it was at 96,000. That loan was at 90,000. I paid some down on the loan and I added more money to my cash value. It went to 107,000. PUA means paid up additions is equal to the cash value because it will buy some insurance. It will buy some. So that went up 84,000 for the loan. And I said, whoa, here we go. 84,000. I put some money back to pay back the loan. But did I lose the money? No, I can go back and borrow it again and do it again and pay it back and do it again and pay it back. So that's 107,000. You think I'm done, right? No, I'm not done. This is a snapshot I just took. Today, $182,000 is the cash value. And I took out loans of 178,000. Say, what? Some of you ain't making that in a year. You're not doing this in a year. Come on, man. How you putting that money in? I need to know how you get the money in. Wall Street, how do you get the money in the account? What are you doing? Well, for one, I got businesses going on. I use credit. Any money I get, any money that I receive, what am I doing? What am I doing? Let's show you what I'm doing. The picture is 1,000 words. The picture is 1,000 words. The picture is 1,000 words. Can I do a balance transfer? The picture is 1,000 words. I'm gonna stop right there. So wait a minute, you're serious, Wall Street? Are you serious? It's called infinite banking. That's my money. That's my credit. Those are my credit cards. Can I build it up? Let me give you an example. I'm blessed. I taught myself about credit. I got 2 credit cards, 3. I just showed you some credit cards, right? Let's go back. I show you some credit cards right there. So I take some credit cards and I can do a balance transfer. And I can cash out. Some of my cards are $25,000. Some cards are $17,000. Some cards are $10,000. My American Expresses could be somewhere around $50,000. Say, wait a minute. Come on, man. Tell me what you're talking about. You see this note down here? You see this note? This is called extreme credit. If you get your accounts over $100,000, that's extreme credit. Is that bad debt or is that good debt? Wait a minute, Wall Street. Is that bad debt or is that good debt? Man, you got all them damn credit cards. That's bad debt. That's what you've been taught, but you've been wrong. That's good debt. Because now I could take this debt asset and take the cash and send it anywhere I want. And when the money goes into the policy, this number only goes up in value. It only goes up in value. It only goes up in value. Can I take the money off once it get there and do what I want? The answer is yes. All my monies that come in from everywhere, everything that I'm doing, the very first place in my whole community knows this. It goes to the policy first. I'm going to get this account by the end of the year, somewhere close to $300,000. And how I'm going to do it? How are you going to do that, Wall Street? How are you going to do it? Do I just give my money? No. What you have to do is be disciplined. You take the cash flow. I'm just going to use 2 credit cards for an example. Just 2. Can I use just 2? So I got 25,000 on one. I got 18,000 on the other one. Let's add that up real quick. Let's see what that's. Well, let's see how much money that represents. All right. So I got 18,100 plus 21,100. Okay, equals about 39,000. I think it's 17.8, but it don't matter. 39,000. Let's just use 30,000. Can I take 30,000? So let's take $30,000 and get the cash flow off the cards. There's many ways of getting cash flow off cards. Many ways to do it. Can I take $30,000 and give myself a loan of $30,000 from my credit cards? And can I send that to my policy by any means necessary? I could take $30,000 and send to my policy. It's my money. I'm funding my own account. So I'll take $30,000 times 10. That is $300,000. Can I get $300,000 in my policy? Absolutely. Can I get it in there? Absolutely. Am I swindling in funds? No, I'm paying my loan. I'm paying my money back. It's my money. I'm paying back the loans. I'm paying back everything I'm doing. I'm putting the money in where it needs to go. I'm doing what I need to do. I'm doing business. I'm moving all my funds over. I am treating my policy like a HELOC, a home equity line of credit. This is what they call an advanced line of credit, an ALOC, an advanced line of credit. Can I buy houses with this money? Can I go buy me a house for $150,000? Absolutely. If I don't want no payments, I can do that. Can I go buy me a car? Can I go borrow $30,000, $40,000 from my policy, get the policy, and start paying the money back to my policy? Not only do I have the car, but I still own the policy, and the policy is still making me a dividend every single year. Can I do that? And I can keep building on that over and over and over again. I could build on it over and over and over again. I can build on it over and over again. I can build on it over and over again. If you got good credit, if you have good credit and you only dealing with one credit card, you got a problem. There is a problem. There's a serious problem. There is a serious problem if all you have with good credit is one credit card. Why? Because you're giving up all the cash flow that you can generate, You're giving it up. Why are you giving up all that up when you got an assets, not just one, but assets that has cash flow on it, that you can move cash flow around and do what you got to do? Can you pay a mortgage with a credit card? Yes, you can. Can you pay a car note with your credit card? Yes, you can. Can you pay all your bills with a credit card? Yes, you can. Can I move money around and pay and keep that circle of movement in my accounts over and over again for the rest of your life? Yes, you can. What's the limit? Well, there is a limit. It's called a MEC limit. A mode, what's called not mode, I'm sorry. It's called a MEC limit, a modified endowment contract. That's a tax code from the IRS that states that you cannot exceed this limit. The insurance company going to give you a limit based off the IRS code, but you can put this much money up to that limit, and that's what it comes with the death benefit. So when you go too small, if you got a policy that's going too small, policy is too small. If this account is too small, you can't get that much money in. If your account is too small, oh, I just want to put in $1,000. That means your total maximum is 10,000. You're thinking too small. Oh, I just want to do a policy of $2,000. That means you can only put in 20,000. That's too small. You get that if you follow my, you get that in 3 months, 4 months. It's done. So you got to at least get 5K, 10K, maybe 20K. So if you got big money, you rappers out there and people that's got things going, you can have a multi-million-dollar policy. You don't need no small policy. 10, that's a small policy. We can set policies up to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 million. If that's your status, there is no amount of status that you can't do. Right? This is the key component in you building wealth for the rest of your life. And what do I physically call this? This is what I teach my brothers, my sisters, my family, close friends. I say you need the safe box. The safe box, yeah, that means it's safe from all enemies. Who's the enemy? IRS, lawsuits, thieves. They cannot steal your account. They cannot steal it. They cannot steal your account. IRS cannot jump into the account and take it over. They can't do it. You got to treat that account right. This is the safe box. And if you treat the safe box with respect and grow it and keep it growing for the rest of your life, it will pay you for the rest of your life. These are the type of policies that Dave Ramsey don't talk about. Susie Orman don't talk about it. They just put all of them in the same category. Put your money over here in a term policy and learn to invest the difference. Well, I ain't got to worry about learning jack. I just got to put my money in a safe place, let it grow, and keep my money funding, and only do it for 5 to 7 years. You don't have to do it for 7. You could do it for 3. You could do it for 7. You could do it for 10. You could do it for 20. Notice that no more payments. This is my policy. No more payments is going in when I turn 66. No more policy. No more money's going in. $0 is going in this policy. But look over here, the death benefit is at 1.4, 1.4, 1.4. Look at the cash value, 520, 643, 745. Wait a minute. It's just jumped to 782. Wait a minute. My death benefit went to 1.479. Wait a minute. This went to 820,000. But wait a minute. My death benefit, if I die, went to 1.5 million. This money, if I die, it falls into that. They say the cash value is not separate. Some folks teach that it's separate. It is not separate when you pass away. That money is going to roll into the 1.5 million. They don't get the 820,000. They get the 1.5 million. Okay. Next year, $859,000. Can I do something with that? Can I start other policies? Are you limited to only one policy? The answer is no. Nelson Nash had, I think, 44 policies. 44 policies. He's the founder, the creator. I give him all the credit. I give him much love. I never met the man, but I am so happy what he gave to the world. And because that concept changed my life forever. That concept. The father of the infinite banking concept, Nelson Nash. I encourage you to listen to his story. He knew he was dying, and he started giving all the policies away to his family. I literally shed a tear because of what he taught me how to break out of what I was going through financially. He gave me the concept. And no, I had a lot of people that denied me with my license. I had an insurance license. And I had a whole lot of people that would not teach me how to do it. No, I'm not looking for an agent right now. Are you serious? I'm a licensed agent. Nope. Whatever the case was, I don't know. But I do know they didn't want to teach me until I found somebody to teach me. And I let him write my policy. I could have went with a cheaper policy. Didn't. I went with the same policy you see right now. I went with that policy. And I'm throwing hundreds of thousands of dollars in that policy. He benefits from it as an agent. I am so blessed. I am so blessed to be in this situation that now I can teach not just my family, but I could teach you. We can go in and set up your policies. I got policies for almost 36 states. Out of the 50 states, I got 36 states that I can write policies in. And if you in a state that I can't write a policy in, I get the state so I can write the policy in. You got it? This is the power of what's going on. So let me say this in closing. If you're ready to start making a life for yourself, I'm gonna stop sharing. I want to talk to you. Can I talk to you for a moment? Let me talk to you for a moment. Okay? If you let me stop sharing. Hold on. I gotta stop sharing this for a moment. Okay. Let me do something here. Is it off? It's not off yet. Okay. All right. So if you are looking for financial freedom, you got to have an asset that's going to keep growing. You must have an asset that's going to keep growing. You got to have it. You got to have it. You must have an asset that's going to keep growing. If you never get the asset, right? If you never get the asset to keep growing, then you're going to struggle for the rest of your life. You must have an asset to keep growing. The wealth that you are going to create will be with you for the rest of your life. It will be with you for the rest of your life. You got it? It will be with you for the rest of your life. Every anniversary is a payment. Every anniversary, money should come to you. That's an asset. And if you learn to do other things within our club, trading, right? Things like that. If you learn to do those things, let me put it over here again. If you learn to do those things, right? You learn to do these things. Let me go to trading here, right? This one asset would pay you for your life as well. I have robots that I can put in this to put trades on for me, right? No matter what it is. Notice that I'm trading in all asset classes. The only thing you don't see on here is options, but I'm trading crypto, I'm trading the indices, I'm trading the commodities, oil and gold. I'm trading the Forex market, right? The euros, and I got a whole bunch of Forex stuff that I can go to, right? All these different asset classes, all this, I can trade everything. And you learn how to trade in every single asset class. Because what I teach you to trade is the price action. Price action, no tail, none of that stuff. You learn how to trade with price, cash flow, long term, not short. You can trade short term. We can trade off a 1 minute chart. You want to trade off a 1 minute chart? We can trade off a 1 minute chart. Look, we can trade. We can show you what to do. Here's Ethereum. This is a 1 minute chart right here. 5 minute, 15 minute, 60 minute charts, right? We got what they call swing trades. We have that's my robot. We have scalping trades. We have swing trades, and we got wealth building trades. We got the wealth building trades. What? The wealth building trades. We're looking at weeklies. How we getting the trade and staying there for weeks? Weeks, baby. Yes. If the timing is right, we're going to show you how to trade for weeks. We can also teach you how to trade like this. So what are you talking about? What is that? That's for all the folks who want to learn about Woody CCI. I'll train with Woody. I know what that means. I don't need to look at price action. That's all I need to learn how to trade. That's it. What? We have the skill set to teach you how to make money anytime, anywhere, sitting at the pool. I could be traveling. I could be on a plane. As long as I can get an internet connection, I can make things happen. But the goal is to be in long term. The longer you can stay in a trade, the more money you're going to make. That's the power. That's the power, baby. Okay? So listen, crypto, we talked about it. Trading, we talked about it, right? Asset classes, we talked about it. Creating cash flow, we talked about it. If you want to be a part of our club gives you all kinds of ways of making cash flow just by inviting people to the club. So we are relaunching the MLS Bitcoin Club and rotating hands. We are relaunching it. So what does that mean? Friday, we want you to come back on Friday with your $100 bill that you're going to pay yourself with. It's called C Note Friday. And every Friday, every single Friday, we're going to do C Note Friday. What does that mean? That means you start to pay yourself. I think a lot of you lost your way. You working for everybody else, but you're not working for you. You think it's not possible. So what you need to do is go to the bank, take all your change, your single dollars hanging around in these jars, and go trade them coins and trade that money in and get you a C note. What is a C note? A $100 bill. Some people call them blue faces. The big faces with the blue strip. Go get your $100 bill. If you live in another country, go get you a $100 note. Now, if your $100 note, for example, in Vietnam, it ain't worth nothing. So you got to go do something different. But go get your $100 notes, depending on where you live. Get your $100 notes and start stacking them. You may start out with one. The next week you come back, you should have your second one. If you don't have a job that pays you $100, get creative and start selling something. Get creative and start offering some kind of service. Get creative. Don't borrow. I don't need you borrowing $100. We not trying to showcase to show out in front of people. That's not the purpose of the C Note Friday. The purpose of the C Note Friday is for you to build up your wealth. So we're going to be on camera. We're going to hold up $100 bills. And then next week, we're going to do another $100 bill. And then next week, we're going to add to that $100 bill. We're going to do a third one, then a fourth one, then a fifth one. So 10 weeks, you're going to come with $1,000. Some of you saying right now, Wall Street, I ain't going to have $1,000. That's your mindset. Open up your mind because you can create $1,000. I promise you, you can do it. You just got to believe in yourself. If you are a Christian, a Muslim, a Buddha, whatever religion you are, the mind is telling you that you can do it. God said, whoever the God you serve is, said you can have it all. You can have it all. $100 is already in your possession. You just got to learn how to get it. You just got to learn how to get it. Babysit somebody's kids, cut somebody's lawn, wash somebody's car, cut somebody's grass, whatever. I'm just giving you different things, right? Apply a service. Help somebody get started in MLS. You easily make $100 there. Help somebody get into MLS. What you mean? Help somebody get in MLS. We pay out every single day. Every day. Every day is payday. Every day. So what are we asking you to do? Wake up. We are trying to wake up the spirit of you to learn how to create more and more cash flow. You got it? This is easy. Easy breezy. Easy breezy. You can do this. You can do this. With that being said, I appreciate all of you tonight getting on this call. Your life is going to get better. Now, we had a big recession came in 2018, 19, 20, right? Big recession. People made a lot of money, a lot of cash flow in MLS Bitcoin Club. Why? Because of what you see right now. We are back at those levels in 2017. We at the same levels at 2017. Guys, you can do this. Okay? The timing is right. Everything is going to be in Bitcoin though. When we start doing when we open up MLS Bitcoin Club, I mean it's open, but when we get it right, the relaunch, you got to get some Bitcoin. 0.016. Okay, right now it's like $340, whatever, $450, whatever, $500. Just start saving up. Save up. $500. That's an asset. Get going, get moving. You can do this. Okay? You're in the right place at the right time. Brother Tracy, yes. Jenny Moore, yes. Josephine Thomas, yes. Right? Tony Battle Gaines, yes. We could do it. It's all here. We could do it. If you want to get into a trade academy, DeAndre, yes. Yes. We could do it, guys. We can do it. I promise you, it's here. Nisi Nee, right? We can do this. We can do this, right? You can do it. All the folks on Facebook, all the folks going to see it. Clifford character, I see you, Clifford. Yes, yes, yes. Tracy, M. Shaw, I got you, brother. Yes, we're going to make it happen. It's your ideas that slows you down. You can make this a reality. You can make this a reality. For everybody out there, you guys have a good, safe night, right? Good and safe night. Don't be a victim. Don't be a victim. Be a victor. You are the victor, okay? Victory is yours. I got to tell myself that too, because I'm going through a battle myself. Victory is mine. Victory is mine, right? I got to believe that myself, guys. I got to do it. I'm going through something. I'm going through it too. Everybody goes through something. Victory is mine. Black on black crime. I got the full black on black crime in my face right now. Black on black crime. All in my face. People say, why you should do that? Because black on black crime is real. I'm going through it, right? Black on black crime. All right, I want you to know, okay? I'm going through it too. So it doesn't matter. We're gonna become victors. Victory is ours. Victory is mine. We're gonna make it happen, right? And you are going to be fine. God bless you, all of you. Love you all. Let's make it happen. You guys take care. God bless. Let's play our song for all the Facebook out there and the gurus. This is a song that we own. We own this song. I own the rights to this song. It's mine. Okay. Thanks for watching. Here we go.
Cryptocurrency, 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 changing how the world does business. Ask MLS system how to get in on this. Send money around the world almost free. We don't need a bank's permission, you see. Tell your friends about MLS system. Here to raise our financial wisdom.
Spreading like a wildfire all over the world. Don't get left out, learn what it's all about. From just pennies to thousands of dollars, Bitcoin grew a worldwide currency. Only if you knew well, MLS system is making it happen. Open your account and get tapped in. Digital currency is an emerging technology, a way to up your financial psychology. It's money you can spend. Let it grow exponentially before you dip in. It's called cryptocurrency, 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 changing how the world does business. Just make sure you get in on this. Sending money around the world almost free. We don't need a bank's permission, you see. Tell your friends about MLS system. Here to raise our financial wisdom.
Countries around the world are jumping in, creating ways to ride the trend. Businesses lining up to accept Bitcoin. Soon every store will join. Call MLS system to get your coins. Get in the mix, learn the tricks. Bitcoins are pacing the tide, 20 to 1. Call MLS system to have some fun.
cryptocurrency, changing how the world does business.
All right, guys. You guys take care. God bless. We'll see you guys on Friday. C-Note Friday for all the traders. We'll be in the trade room on Thursday. Let's go ahead and make this cash flow. You guys stay safe. Let's get going. You guys want to learn how to trade in the markets? All you got to do is get to our site, MLS Bitcoin Club, send a ticket in, or get with somebody on this call that's going to help you get moving in the right direction. You guys take care. God bless. Love you all. Bye-bye.